Hello and welcome to this edition of Art, Culture and Entertainment News. I'm Vinita Menon. The Sadho Poetry Film Festival, the first of its kind in Asia, is a unique biennial festival that showcases the finest poetry and poetic films from all over the world. The first Sadho Poetry Film Festival 2007-8 featured 84 films from 23 countries. The second Sadho Film Festival, held in late December 2009 at the Alliance Francaise de Delhi, will now travel to various small towns in the country. Sadho is a voluntary organization based in India that aims at taking great poetry to people from all walks of life through the innovative use of arts, media and social action. Its trustees and core team members include writers, musicians, filmmakers, animators, artists, media persons and experts from various fields. Everyone who works for Sadho is a volunteer. Sadho trustee and filmmaker Kavita Bell spoke to our correspondent Archana Shah about why this innovative effort is called Sadho.
Sadho word has been inspired by Kabir's poetry. Saint Kabir says, Kahat Kabir suno bhai Sadho. Sadho is the open-hearted in us, which he invokes in his poetry. He says, come, listen to others, be open-hearted. Sadho is doing is that it is sourcing poetry films from across the globe and bringing it to people.
Jitendra Ramprakash is a volunteer at the Sadho organization. He tells us about the second Sadho Film Festival which just concluded in Delhi.
Sadho is a voluntary organization that aims at taking great poetry to people through various means. And one of its activities is the Poetry Film Festival.
The poetry films at the festival feature the work of some very important poets from all ages and many languages. In this festival, 3 children have made poetry films. We caught up with 13-year-old Siddharth, who is the director of a film called Kaul.
I first visited Kaul when I was 4 years old. We have been visiting Kaul once a year at least.
Let's enjoy a clip from young Siddharth's film.
सूर्य स्वागत करता है सुबह उठने वालों का, अस्त होने से पहले हमें खोजकर अपनी गर्माहट से नहला देता है.
The Sadho Film Festival also saw the launch of Sadho souvenirs like poetry mugs, poetry postcards, bookmarks, badges and mouse pads. We also talked to many in the audience who shared their experience of the Sadho Film Festival.
I have been first time here and it's excellent experience. It's very close to the reality, very close to the heart, and I am just wishing that it could have been in the day so that I could have been stayed more over here.
So let's hear a clip from the very popular film Once Upon a Time.
Why is that all memories look like fairy tales floating on one mythological riverbank that then becomes two? Floating in some corner of the mind is a home that was once mine, full of faces that have now become addresses of a distant past.
The director of the film, Vishwa Jyoti, said that the film is a tribute to his friend who had done the voiceover for the film but who is no more.
This poem is basically by me. It's called Once Upon a Time. I asked my friend Ramesh Venkatraman, who's no more with us, to narrate it for us. It was his effort actually which brought life to this poem, and I owe it to him.
We also talked to journalist Parijat Kaul, whose poetry film focused on today's violence in the Kashmir Valley and how we can get away from this violence.
The most important thing about making a film is what kind of poem we choose. So I chose a work of Lal Dada Nandrishi and put it in the context of today's violence-torn Kashmir Valley. Whole essence of the teachings is that God is one and there is no difference between one man and another man. Lal Dada says that do not see a person as a Hindu and a Muslim. And similarly Nandrishi says that the one who is here was there too. So it is just the same message. People in Valley has forgotten to follow the message. Probably through this film, the message can be rekindled.
Parijat Kaul says the message behind his film is,
you are born, you are going to die, you cannot run from death. In between, you should be doing the good things, not the bad things, moving away from violence, moving away from bad habits, moving away from creating differences.